I know I already said one last question, but I actually have one more last question. And feel free to just say no. But in Pittsburgh, it's kind of become popular to have a bespoke, craft beer festival. Mm-hmm. We've been to Brutal with the metal, and we've been to Fresh Fest. That's all about black business owners, and then there's other things like Juicy Brews, which is just all the juicy hazy IPAs. When can we expect a barbecue and craft beer festival as organized by Doug?
No.
Okay.
Actually, no. I shouldn't say that. So, I've had a lot of the local barbecue places. Actually, there's a barbecue fest coming up this weekend in West Newton. West Newton's a great place for barbecue. By the way, they have Grill Your Ace Off, which is this weekend, and proceeds from that go to Children's Hospital.
Oh, cool.
Last year they raised $5,500 for it, which was awesome. The year before that was only like $2,000. So I'm not patting myself on the back for promoting it last year, but so that's going on this weekend. And then next month is Grill Your Ace Off, Grill Your Steak Off. There we go.
Oh, okay.
These are all at the Ace Hardware out in West Newton. And talking to those guys, I'm like, so I go, why don't we have more barbecue fest around here? And they said, well, the problem is a lot of these restaurants aren't set up to go to festivals. Mm-hmm. It's not like in Texas where, well, yeah, you've got a festival and you've got your restaurant.
They got their smokers
we're not really set up for that.
Right.
But a lot of people want to make that connection with the craft beer people because they've got craft beer fest. I'm like, well, you're in luck. I happen to know some craft beer people, and I've talked to the beer people, and they're like, well, we'd like to do something, but we don't know what to do or how to do it. So there is interest, and both on the brewery side and the barbecue side, they're like, we want to do something. What do we do? So I've been thinking about that. I don't know how serious everyone is about it, but I'm all for helping organize something.
I'm all for showing up to something.
The biggest issue that we've been able to figure out so far is how we're going to get people in to cook barbecue, because we used to want them to show up with their heat boxes and their warmers and just serve it. A lot of people want to cook it there.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So the problem is finding space.
Yeah.
And finding space where your smoker doesn't roll down a hill. Because it's Pittsburgh.
Right, exactly.
There's things like the Heinz Field Rib Fest is going on over
That's
Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, and there's like 15 teams, but there's only one local team that's in there.
Yeah, they always bring the Nationals out for that one.
Mm-hmm. And Badass is a really good place for barbecue, but they always win the People's Choice. I think I don't know who does the judging there. Badass should probably win more than just People's Choice. Just my opinion. But yeah, I would love to organize like some kind of beer and barbecue thing. I think we could pull it off. It's not like we don't have enough beer fest
right
around here. We could try one out somewhere. Guys at Fresh Fest, you guys want to get the barbecue element in that thing? Let me know. I can definitely get the people. Most likely get the people in. Especially, well, they had Hootie there from Blowfish Barbecue, who's also a very big craft beer guy, and he makes awesome barbecue, and he was there. So it's actually, I should probably go talk to him, see what business was like for that thing.
I think it was pretty good.
But yeah, I mean, if we could get it to happen, then yeah, by all means, I'd love to get something organized for that. But I know the logistics behind a beer fest because I've helped with a few, and they're a nightmare. And barbecue fest aren't as there's not as many restrictions because it's not alcohol, and the government likes to come down on people with alcohol as compared to guys that are, grilling or smoking ribs out of an oil drum. It's a little bit more lax on one side than it is the other. Right. I don't know what the food or the food handling is for that, but yeah, I think we can definitely pull it off. I just don't know where. So if somebody would like to try organizing one, let me know, and I'll definitely jump in because I can be that in between to get the two sides together.
Somebody's got to have 2 flat acres somewhere.
There's got to be a farm around here, right?
Yeah.
Farm somewhere down in Washington, maybe.
That we won't set a field on fire. That's the big thing. We don't want to set anything on fire because a lot of guys use wood and charcoal. No gas. We don't use gas.
No, who gas?
We don't do that around here.
Was he?
Dude, I have so many different Mandela Effect moments where it's just like, I swear to goodness. I'm telling you right now, hashtag Strawberry Frosties were a thing from Wendy's.
I will write that down.
Strawberry Frosties from Wendy's.
I don't. Nobody else believes me, but when I was a kid...
I don't remember what a Frosty is.
What?
At Wendy's?
Oh, at Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's.
No, I was thinking DQ.
No.
Oh,
My
no.
brain,
No.
Yeah, my brain got all
no.
stupid.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, forever it's only been chocolate and vanilla, but as a kid, the only joy I got was getting a Strawberry Frosty. So either
Test market, maybe?
What's that?
Were you maybe a test market?
It's possible.
Maybe.
No, it was a. What do you mean, like just a test?
Just like sometimes they test
yeah.
things out. Like we're a test market for the Arby's venison burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Erie is a big place. There's a big test market for a lot of stuff.
It could be. I hope that's it. Otherwise,
You might have got something that you actually did get in. Just they
Either
didn't
that
tell
or-
anybody.
Mind bender.
It's just something to fuck with people in small towns.
no, that never happened. Either that or I'm Peter Bishop and I'm in the other universe.
When you got your Frosty, did the lady at the window just lean in and go, "Nobody's gonna believe you"?
They probably said that. They're just like,
Was it Bill Murray?
Yeah.
nobody will ever. No, I'm probably Peter Bishop from Fringe. I'm in the wrong universe.
How big are your test batches when you make them now?
Oh,
It's like with home brewing, we can make like 1, 3, or like 5 gallon.
here's the thing. Test batches for me have to be a certain size. Otherwise, you don't get any of the impact of seasonings because you guys probably know if you add any kind of seasoning, it has like an amplifying effect. Mm-hmm. So the minimum like test batch is between 4 and 5 bottles. But I mean that's like because I get a pocket scale, which is weird now that I look back on it because when I used to work at the casino, I used to explain to people, I'd be like, oh yeah, I have like 17 pocket scales. But if you think about it, the casino just is crawling with state police. I can only imagine like if one of those guys overheard me and was like, yeah, I have like
Yeah, what do you mean measured?
I have 10 pocket scales at
What are
home.
you weighing there?
Don't worry about it.
Ounces,
I got some
grams,
good
and-
shit, you know. Yeah. Oh, it's the good shit, you know. They probably thought I was talking in codes. I probably have had like phone taps forever.
You probably still have a tail outside.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's 4. I wouldn't go below 4 or 5 because I try to get very precise on the pocket scales. Whether you're doing grams, which by the way, I'm moving to metric. If anybody's starting out there, just do metric. Because a lot of my screw ups happen because I'm trying to rush through it and I'm trying to convert pounds to ounces or ounces to pounds, and then you always do the 12 instead of the 16. Sometimes it works out. I mean, like my golden barbecue, but sometimes it doesn't, and you have like a travesty or tragedy, and you just like make a complete shit batch. So you want to take care. I mean, the most important part of doing a test batch is, believe it or not, god damn it for school, but significant digits.
Oh yeah, I live that life every day.
Yeah, significant digits. You want to do everything on the pocket scale until you really get to the macro, because you go head on, and you know when you're putting them into like an Excel spreadsheet, you don't want recipe drift. That's the thing with these test batches. Man, I got so many anecdotes. We could go for like 6 hours, but like literally, I would go into like people's houses that I didn't know. All right. I have to tell this. I'm sorry.
Definitely.
All right.
This will be bonus show.
All right. But it was like peak, like Jamal's like really thinking the sauce thing could be something. And a guy that I'm friends with right here, who was there in State College, moved back to Pittsburgh here. I see him all the time. Casey Klinger took me over to a couple of friends' place because they were having a pool party by the pool. They just, in their apartment complex, they decided to fire up the grill. And me being this new, not the sauce girl, just basically, I don't even know if you call me like a sauce hobo or something or a sauce guy.
Sauce
But, like,
hobo.
Like I wasn't like the sauce master. I wasn't like Mr. Miyagi or something.
Right. You're just
I
getting
wasn't
started.
like the sauce,
Smoke on.
the big one. Yeah, exactly. I was just some guy who, had a couple sauce recipes back then, and then I'm just like, what are you gonna? I did the whole thing. What are you gonna put on them? They're like, I don't know. We're just gonna have burgers, chicken, and dogs. And me being the guy, like, I got you covered.
We can do more. We can do better.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, okay. What do you guys have? And they're like, well, only this girl lives here. Mind you, I've never met this girl. Mm-hmm. So they're just like, oh, well, I'm just like, let's see what we're working with, okay? So, they take me back up. We knock on the door. I go in, probably introduced just a little bit, but this large black man's coming in. I'm just going to root through, like, your cabinets, your refrigerator, everything.
Hey, girl, I need to really make a sauce real quick and a dry rub. What do you got?
It's funny. Steve says dry. I did make a dry rub.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
You guessed it. You read ahead, didn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
I made, because I just, you know what? It was weeks after I had just made, like, the burger seasoning and the French fry seasoning. So I was like, I got you guys covered. Because they were, like, making the fries somewhere else. And then I was like, we're going to put this on the burgers. I had just come up, done the research for, like, the huli huli sauce. So I was like, we could make that, too. And then I'm, like, rooting through. I'm like, at that time, it was made with, like, ketchup. I was like, we got that. Trying to find, like, sherry wine and something. I had to send somebody over to Giant Market, not Giant Eagle, which is...
There is a difference.
Yeah, there is a difference. So I was, like, collecting cash like it was, like, some kind of competition. It was, like, a mix between being, like, the Kitchen MacGyver and, like, Dinner Impossible. It was like a dinner challenge. I'm just here forming burger patties poolside. And I'm just like, this is going to be the best shit you ever tasted. And then the sauce is going to be amazing. That's like the craziness that started. It was just like random girl that I have never met before, but rummaged through all her, like, I got
Get the F out of your kitchen. I'm taking over.
Yeah, I rummaged hard, like, because the girls, they were like typical, like 4 girls living together. It was like bare bones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And somehow
but they had plenty of salt for their margaritas.
I have no comment if we tried margaritas that day or not.
How many different types of salt?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking back to when my sister was in college and all the stuff that she probably had.
They didn't have, like, everything. They had, like, pepper mixtures. It was, like, garlic pepper instead of, like, garlic and pepper. Mm-hmm. It was like, oh, my God, I don't know if I can do this.
Like they went to a Dollar General and just, like, took their arm across the shelf.
Yeah, it was like none of the, like, essential
spices
basics.
go in.
I think I opened up.
Fancy.
Yeah.
I don't know what cumin is, but we need it.
Dude, no,
Bradley, get the cumin.
Now that I think back on it, I'm really glad they were, like, good sports, because I'm just like, hey, I'm like ordering people around. I've taken control of their apartment, and I'm reading
your place now.
Yeah, I'm reading the back of packages like I have some kind of mental issue. And I'm just like, I guess we can do the ramen package with this, and that'll taste the same. And I'm not even being, like, nice about it. I'm like, gee, thanks, girls, for not having stuff.
What year was this?
Oh my God! Oh.
Yeah, this is obviously the origins of 412 barbecue. So what year are we talking?
This is my origin story. Yeah, we're talking probably... So this had to be probably 2009.
Okay, so about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
412 barbecue got their start in some stranger's kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, technically, yes. That's when the live food
It's a good story.
happens. Yeah.
It's a good story. You were a sauce hobo just looking for a kitchen to work your magic in.
Yeah.
You you wound up at a party with a random stranger. You took all of her stuff and you made it happen.
The hashtags on this episode are going to be ridiculous.
Sauce hobo hashtag.
Yes. Hashtag Hop Citizens.
So you can't say it unless you go.
I'm so mad at them because they always get so close, and then they decide, oh, it's mid-August. Screw it. We're just gonna phone it in the rest of the year.
Naps all around.
If you guys just buy 1.5 billion bottles, I'll buy the team, and I guarantee you I'll try to win. Trust me. If you've ever seen me play fantasy football, you guys are probably going to try to get rid of me because I'll try to win so much. I will. I'll try to fight the other owners for players.
See, there's a lot of anger at this table tonight.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
We need to get a hold of the KSWA. We can fill out an entire card with this.
So now it's Jamal versus Bob Nutting? Or?
Ooh, you kidding me? You see, here's the thing. He would agree to that if we had it at PNC Park because the stands would be packed.
Oh, of course.
And fireworks tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And fireworks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And Goo Goo Dolls.
That's the Goo Goo Dolls.
That guy
Go
is...
Buffalo.
like there are no words for how cheap and how
Yeah, there are cheap.
no, like you have to invent something else, and I don't
Stingy.
care. Somebody can like tag them on like Twitter or something and put this out. You have my total endorsement, but he is beyond everything. I mean, I can't believe he actually asked for some of the gambling revenue from sports betting because reasons, like literally
Reasons.
that is the most apropos use of the phrase reasons, because that's
they want
literally
it.
they were just like, oh, you're gonna have sports gambling, that's why you should give some of the pirates, because reasons. I mean, I know they had actual words, but it was literally
Boiled it down.
yeah,
It's
boil
like
it
listening
down.
to my 9-year-old talk and like trying to rationalize something. Dad,
Yeah.
reasons.
Reasons. That's it.
Okay, here you go.
Summations. Why should you give us money? Reasons. That was it. Oh, you're gonna have something? I should have some of it. Why?
Next slide.
Reasons. Definitely.
Strategery.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Lockbox.
I'm Bob Nutting, and I approve this message.
But don't put my name on a shirt or I'll kick you out of the bar.
Money, please. Yes. I went there. Parks and Recs.
That's a damn good reference.
It was.
That's pretty much him. Those two references that I did sum it up. You hashtag that. You can tag them in it. The actual pirates. I support that. I will stand behind that. If you guys can burn like DVDs, CDs, anything, like that could be my mixtape. It's just track 14, Jamal, a diss track for Bob Nutting. I mean,
You know what really grinds my gears?
exactly. I'm like Pusha T versus Drake. You know, I'm just like Bob Nutting, man. He's just a no good guy, man. He got rid of like McCutcheon and everything. You know.
We're gonna sell this fight out so fast.
Oh man, I wish I knew how to use Fruity Loops.
You got a week. You can learn.
Okay.
All right, I'm done filibustering. Like, bring on my question.
Oh no, we still gotta go to the.
Oh, Dino.
You thought you were gonna get out of this, didn't you?
I've got 1 point. I'm good.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, you are on the board,
I'm going to derail this again. Let's
and
go.
you can tie Steve with this question.